Hi, I'm David Spaceman, Bristlecone Pine Company, and I want to thank you for viewing this little short video. And in it, we're going to take you up to the mountains, show you where I get the wood, and building some fine pieces, and then some finished pieces at the end. Up here in the mountains, in the Pike National Forest, where all this bristlecone comes from, this is a 6-mile four-wheel drive, 4-low road I go on. It's about 10,000, 11,000 feet in elevation up here. Air's a lot thinner. Makes it a little harder breathing, you know, getting the wood. But boy, it's pretty. It's really fun to find these pieces. It's like hunting, finding the right pieces. It takes a lot of hunting to find them sometimes. Sometimes you're hoping to find a lot of the right pieces and you just kind of never do. You just end up coming home with pieces that you didn't think you were going to find. Like this piece here, this could work for a post, maybe for a bed, maybe for a little stile. Also work for maybe a rail, bottom rail for the footboard. Got a lot of good uses for it. And we'll put it in the right pile when I get it home. This nice fill piece here, really, they're choice pieces. Come across them with the nice limbs and branches, twisting and gnarling and bending. There are a lot of times they're the hardest ones to find. So when I find them, I'm really kind of jumping up and down for joy. You know, it's quite the finds. I've had some years I've just totally run out of these fill pieces. It's made it very hard to build a piece. I really literally need 3 pickup loads of wood that I literally put my hands on before I find the right pieces, you know, to build a piece, build the puzzle. They're like puzzles. So that's a nice piece here for a nice post for maybe a footboard for a bed. It's got some nice swirls and curves going on. You could maybe work here at an extra piece maybe for like this coffee table root. It really's got a lot of nice color to it. All this rot sandblast off, and it's got a lot of nice shape to it. It's good solid. Roots are harder to come by, good ones. So when I find one, I'm really happy. This one looks like it take about a 4-foot piece of glass on it. Right there. Now the truck is almost all loaded here. Be heading down the mountain. Have to make sure that I've got the pieces kind of all interlocked there because they can come off. I had to do that a few times. I didn't get it all locked in right and had to stop and reload. That's not much fun. All the pieces go in all the right piles here at home. We're at work here. Platform there where we build the beds and couches. Everything's all laid out. Pile of nice fill pieces right here that have their own separate pile, every little piece. So, and I don't throw anything away either. So I try to make something out of everything. I even save the sawdust and the wood chips. It's my nice cut table, my chainsaw with my 6-foot bar on it, suspended with all thread there. And it's all my various roots. And I might spend maybe 3-4 years here studying these roots, putting them together, trying to see which one should be married together to make it look like one. And I've got a nice 1-root table base here I'll be making. Here, cutting on the table and sandblasting and showing you finished. It's got some really nice lines and curves and swerves going on to it. It's going to need a big extra piece there on the bottom for support so it won't tip, but we'll take care of that after I cut the top and the height of the table. I have that all done. Of course, everything doweled together, once again, glued and doweled. So this piece has a lot of nice color to it. Really super nice root. It is heavy though. Real heavy. But It's the nature of the beast. So here on my cut table, I cut the tops first. That's how I kind of set it up with my braces and set my saw with the awl thread right to the right height so I can slice it, because I only get one shot at it, so I spend as much time as needed so I can get it just right, just the best cut possible to make that table work right, so to support that piece of glass. And the saw really does a nice job cutting through these tables. Wood chips, wood, fresh cut, smells so good. Bristlecone, it's got a nice mild aroma to it. It's almost like a cedar. Cedars, of course, are related, and of course, you know, the bristlecones are 2,000, 2,400 years of age. So there's a little bit of difference. They're kind of the grandfathers of cedars, I guess. Yeah, come out really nice. And I roughed that edge up there. It was flat, so it makes it look like it's all nice and natural. Put an extra piece there on the bottom so it won't tip at all. I'm kind of picky that way, real picky on my tables tipping at all. So next step is to sandblast this piece. Nice piece. I start with it upside down. All this white quartz sand is what I use to sandblast with. It takes quite a few hours of sandblasting to get it to find the right color that I like, make it all come out. And that color, as it ages, turns a little darker and a mellow, nice golden patina as with time, with all the pieces. So, you know, after sandblasting, that's finished. Finished piece. So sandblasting is an art form in itself. I have to wear quite a lot of protective clothing. Of course, there's high pressure sand coming out of this hose. So really work it. Blend it out, all the colors. Spend a good 4 or 6 hours on that, blasting it. Come out so nice. This table, all finished. Glass on it, 6 foot by 5 foot, elliptical oval. Of course, glass you can get, you know, different sizes. It would take a bigger piece if you want, customer wanted. So when I connect with the right person for it, and you know, they can decide. Took a lot of sanding to get that top to sit on there nice without it rocking. Tables to have glides on the bottom, won't scratch the floor.